Husbando trial decks down, now it's time for the only one waifu ride line. So let's begin. But first, cards for the last few days. Our first card is a Cater Sanctuary card, Magic of Change Memorial. Grade 1, 7k power and skills. Act Rearguard. If you have a grade 3 or higher Sorceress Vanguard, cost retire this unit, choose a crit or front trigger from your drop zone and put it to your hand. This could combo with some stuff, recyclable shield value, so it's just pretty decent. Nothing absurdly special, but it does combo with some of your cards. Next, a Desire Devil card that is desperately needed in my opinion. Desire Devil Kodak. Grade 2, 10k power and skills. Auto Rearguard. When this card attacks while not being boosted and your Vanguard is agreed on, choose 4 normal units that are Desire Devils, and if you choose 1 or more cards, return them to the deck. If you return 4, this card gets plus 10k power until the end of that battle. It helps you recycle your deck, and this is Dark States we're talking about, which soul charges a lot. Agreed on also does double twin drive, so recycling really helps out to not deck out. So I do recommend teching this in just to prevent the deck out. And now to the Tuesday stream. So first off, before we go to the ride line itself, we got a new Blitz Order that will be in every trial deck called Elementaria Sanctitude. It's a grade 1 Blitz Order and it's a Sentinel. You can only have 1 of these per deck and they do count as your Sentinel count. And the skill is, if your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, you can play this card without a cost. Which the effect is, play this by cost, discard a card from hand. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or less, choose 1 of your units and it cannot be hit until the end of that battle, and then remove this card. I don't know why the grade 3 or less part is necessary when all those grade 4 evolutions are a thing. I mean, from the sound of the card, it does look like it's anti-triple drive grade 4, so I could get that kind of. But what's really important about this card is that it's a Blitz Order Sentinel that can block any attack. That's important because it could override a lot of cards right there. Because remember, a lot of cards says cannot be placed to the Guardian Circle. Blitz Orders do not get placed to the Guardian Circle. It's just something to think about, and you're probably going to end up teching this in every single deck that does not have a grade 4 main. And now to the ride line itself. Here's our starter announcing win of Spring Corfi. Moving on. Now to Budding a Pleasant Sound Gracia. Grade 1 8k power and skills. Auto when rode upon by Brilliant Tune Rectina. Call this to Rearguard. Another +1 for the ride line, which combos well with the second skill, which its skill is count Rearguard. During the battle this unit boosts a Vanguard, this card gets plus 5k power. This will actually be very important because your Vanguard, spoiler alert, will be focused around boosters. In which we go to Brilliant Tune Rectina, which is a grade 2 with 10k power, and the skill is auto when rode upon by a Lianorn, costs Soul Blast 1, choose a grade 1 or less from your drop zone and call it to Rearguard. Ride your grade 3, Soul Blast this card and call itself, because the second skill, where count Rearguard. If your back row has 3 or more Rearguards, this card gets boost. So 10k booster, that could just call itself back, which is like most typical grade 2s where it just gets your plus back. And now we go to Bandmaster Blossoming Bonds Lianorn. Grade 3, 30 power and skills. Count. When this card is rolled upon, it's also regarded as Grand March Full Moon Lianorn. All the trial deck boss units have this type of skill, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be another form. And then to the main skill. Auto Vanguard. When this card attacks, costs Soul Blast 1, discard a card from hand, and boost this unit with all your back row standing units with boost. If this card was boosted by 3 or more units, this card gets drive +1 into the end of that battle. And then at the end of the battle, choose 2 of your back row Rearguards and stand them. So basically, you just get mass boosting power from all your back row units. They all boost at the same time for this one unit, and then 2 of them just stand back up. Overall, it's actually not too bad. It's just basically another way to get mass power. And if you could fill up your back row, well, it also gets extra drive checks, so this is just overall not too bad. And the ride line itself already has 2 units that can just call themselves back and become boosters, so it shouldn't be too much of a trouble to fill up your back row, especially you got Magnolia cards that could just fill up the back row stuff as well. Just keep in mind to focus on the boosters. Now third skill, count Rearguard. During the battle that this unit boosts, this card gets plus 5k power. It's just the trial deck boss unit of getting extra power on Rearguard, but the main skill is obviously the second skill and the first one because that will come up in a later date. Now just wait until the booster pack version, because that third skill might change. So that's it for these reveals. What do you guys think about the new Lianorn ride line along with the new Blitz Order Sentinel? So the Blitz Order Sentinel, it's just another game plan that you can use, especially because it's a Blitz Order we're talking about that can nullify an attack that can pretty much override those guard restricts of placing the Guardian Circle. Now for the Lianorn ride line, I think it's a pretty cool idea that focuses around boosters. I mean, yeah, it focuses around the back row like Magnolia, but different way, but still pretty cool idea. But in that's it for this. See you all next time.